Well, welcome to another Memphis Monday 392, our 28th week of year 8. Today we got a special edition. We're going to go back and visit the good ship Memphis that I gave away about 2 years ago. The guy I gave it to passed it on to somebody else, and Ted, and you're going to meet him. And he found my name on the paperwork and called me, asked me about the engine and the boat and this and that. And I told him it was a good motor. And anyway, he's going to rig the motor into a sailboat, and hopefully we'll be able to see that today. So it's going to be a trip down memory lane. I never thought I'd see that boat again, but today we are. But we're not going to see anything else. We do what? That's right. We need to knock off that chit chat and get to road tripping. Well, we're at Ted's place, and this is Ted Bell. He's the fellow that's got my boat, or he's got my old boat, and he's already taken the engine out of it. There's our Atomic 4. We did some we did a video of installing that and then giving the boat away.
This is doing Henry, is it's a not real long story. It's a 34 foot. It's a Cal 34, 1968 Cal 34, same year I was born actually. And the engine in it is a Cal, I'm sorry, the engine in it is an Atomic 4 engine model UJ. So I needed to rebuild that engine or find another one. I had went and bought a diesel, Westerbeek diesel, to put into my 34 Cal. And it's just to get it to fit. For those of you who are out there that are thinking about putting a diesel in your sailboat and taking your gas out, it's going to cost you a lot of money. It's going to cost you a lot of time, cost you a lot of headaches. Facebook that was selling a Atomic 4, which is what I needed, for a good price, and I went to take a look at it, and lo and behold, without even knowing Henry, it was in fact his boat with this engine in it. And from what I know, the man never even used the boat since Henry was good enough to give it to him. And I purchased the boat and everything, the whole shebang. Brought it home last night, pulled the engine out. It runs like it was built yesterday, and come to find out it might as well have been, because I think you've seen a video of Henry's, possibly his grandkids, on this boat checking it out and running the boat. And I guess it was a lake, or was it a river?
River.
Okay, so he was on the river with it, and chances are that's the only hours that engine has seen.
The only time I've ever taken that boat out is after I did some work on it.
So we're looking at about 3 hours, guys.
Ted actually plans on starting a YouTube channel, and he's going to call the
Project Sailfish.
Project Sailfish.
And I'll explain that in a minute too. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do it the way Henry wanted to do it. We're gonna clean the boat up, pressure wash it, and offer the boat as a free boat to someone that locally here. Now I will say this, and around this area, somebody's going to use the boat for what it was used for, what it should be used for. They'll put it back in the water, and chances are they'll use it for a crab boat and or a seine net. Gill nets is what we use around here. Now I'm going to try to get this thing, to the best of my ability, back in a halfway decent shape and get it back on the water. To be honest with you, we got a few things to do. Chances are whoever gets it will probably put an outboard on it and go back to outboard. So the funny thing is, before I forget, the engine originated in a sailboat years ago, and then Henry got the engine and rebuilt it for the wood boat. Now 10 years later, we're here talking to you folks, and we're going to take the engine and put it back into a sailboat. And I would assume if Henry's available, we'll video it for his channel and my channel, Project Sailfish, and you'll see this boat go back in the water. You'll see that engine go back in a sailboat, and you'll see that sailboat head off to the islands. I don't know if he's...
Right here, this is one thing you need to do before you take it off the trailer.
Yes.
See this water pickup right here?
I do.
Underneath the boat, there's a plastic hose that I have stuck in there.
Yes, sir.
You need to screw that out. See it?
Yeah. Now, does that stop water from coming in?
No, what that plastic plug does, that's where you hook your hose up to it.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, because when I gave it to those guys.
See, I went ahead and hooked my water hose. If you noticed, I hooked it right to the hose.
Yeah, see,
I could have just did that.
You could have hooked it right to there. See, when I gave this boat to those guys, I had it all set up.
Yeah.
Had a hose in there. I started it up and showed the water coming out of the exhaust and, you know, the whole spiel.
Yeah.
Then I told him, I said, make sure the first time you put it in the water, you take that spigot out of there.
Well, is it in it? Let me go on and tell you, that tells us everything.
Yeah.
Does it not?
Yeah, that tells us everything.
It's never been back in the water.
It's never been back in the water.
No. But today, for those that don't know, I'm properly buying Mr. Chase's boat for $1. Best dollar I have ever spent.
And I'm gonna. I think I'm
gonna make that right here. Just put Leo though. That's okay. You could just cross out the Ted and put Leo above. Yep, and put LEO. That's fine. And then probably initial it at the top right here in the corner. Initial. That's it. And I've got it on film, so I don't think there's no debating it. I don't know properly.
Yeah.
And I also did get a bill of sale from the guy that you had paid it forward to. So,
and I didn't even get his name.
His name was Michael. I do not know his last name.
Am I leaving anything out here, Ted?
No. No, that's it. And that's it, along with the paperwork and your signature. Your signature signed, Henry Chase. I believe you are good to put buyer right there. Okay, and then below that put seller. And that is probably the most appropriate bill of sale that I have seen in a long time. As I said, the bill of sale I got from the other gentleman was about 3 words.
So here's the. This is the.
That's your $1.
Oh man, I'm keeping it.
Please don't spend that all in one place.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. Did you see inside my?
I did. Let me sign it.
Oh yeah, good. Make it legible.
Leo Bell.
Inside my shop, I got all those plaques and
Yes, I
all
have.
that stuff.
Put that in there
I'm gonna put this up there
for the boat.
for the boat.
Well, I can't. That finishes it right there. A handshake, not a fist pump, not a none of that. Great old man-to-man handshake.
Well, this is Ted's boat. He's going to be putting my Atomic 4 in. You saw I signed over the boat to him. The other guy I gave the boat to never registered it, so I gave him a bill of sale, and they're going to be able to replace the title and all that stuff. Yep.
Okay, so we're here. Well, if you'd like to say it, we're here at the.
We're at the top of the. I've already showed you the bottom of the boat, and I just climbed up and risked my life. And Ted's going to tell you what his plan is here.
Okay, so what our plans are is, obviously you can see that it's a sailboat, but when I'm done, what it's going to be is a sport fishing sailboat, 34-foot Cal sport fishing sailboat. I brought it all the way from North Florida with a 12 horsepower old outboard and was able to make it here with that, because the original engine in it now is a Atomic 4. So what we're going to do is turn this into one of the first sport fishing sailboats, which is pretty cool. I'm going to cut the seats out here all the way around and glass the deck in and put deck hatches in it so that we can have ice boxes, and plus a deck hatch right there so that I can get to the engine. As you notice, the wood's real, almost, it's just beautiful wood, and I've got it covered with black trash bags so that it's not damaged through the sunlight. But the top is already pretty well done, and as you notice, all that area down there is just wasted area. So we're going to go on and cut it out. We're going to bring this deck all the way to the wall and glass it all in real nice, guys, because we're building down here. Then you have your full sink to your port, which is the left.
And that's
yeah.
This is
there's a full shower in there. Yes.
There's a shower in there, and there's a V-berth. That's the captain's cabin.
Yep. And then
over here is the crew's cabin. It's got 2 bunks, but they're going to take those out, and over here is going to be the navigation station. He's already got some equipment up there. He's got his.
All that's going to be replaced with new that we've already purchased. But if you take a look at this. This door here is what's called a twofer. We close that off.
Yeah.
Well, let me see if I can do this for you, so there's a little bit more understanding. This closes that room off.
Yeah.
Which opens up over here to a head.
Yeah.
Then, if you want more closed off, this door likely closes you off to your captain's quarters.
All right.
We'll clean our fish on the back of the boat. We'll come in here and we'll prepare our fish on YouTube for you know, all of our old seafood recipes that have been handed down through about 120 years. And then you have bilges, but these are shallow bilges. I have my weights in there now for make sure to stay healthy. But you can use that for storage. You can use this for storage, and your water runs through there normally just a little bit. Goes to the back under your feet, which there's bilge pumps there, which all bilge pumps are being replaced. Everything's being replaced. Wiring, plumbing, you name it, it's getting replaced. And here in a minute, I'll show you the. Okay, so what we have here now, guys, is the original Atomic 4 that was put in this boat back in 1968. It looks good. I just painted it because I thought I'd have it running, and it's just more problem than it's worth. So we'll be taking all of our nice pretty new stuff, new carburetors, new fuel pumps, new everything that I've never been using. We're gonna switch it over to Henry's if we need it, but I don't think we will. But so that will be essentially extra parts.
Where does your exhaust come out?
My exhaust comes out the back. It's back here. See, your exhaust is here.
Yeah.
But now because we have this here, which is a V drive, a velvet drive, our prop, this turns around and connects to your shaft, which goes out the stern of the boat.
Oh, okay.
So, and also likewise, your exhaust is on the stern, so your exhaust comes from the back
okay.
here. And then it goes up into a muffler here and then converts back to the transom of the boat and goes out there. So everything's going to be, like I said, this way, but with the new engine. And I'm hoping this transmission will convert over to the one that we have, which will eliminate the slipping, because this one does not slip. And as you can see, it's water pump, everything's the same.
Yeah.
This is a UJ. You notice that? That is a UJ model. And the model that I have that you rebuilt, Henry, is a UJ. So it's the same model,
okay.
Approximately 5-6 years difference. And then we'll put the V drive on it and we'll be ready to rock.
And I see you got, yeah, I'd save some.
I'm going to save all that,
yeah.
It's never been used.
Yeah, the fuel pump and, yeah, all these
So all I got to really do is take these 4 bolts out, Henry,
Yeah,
off of the motor mounts
yeah.
and pull this up, and yours is going to drop right on those motor mounts.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the bow of the boat there. As you notice, it's all been done. I've got to redo the wood a little bit more, but that's from the sunlight, but it was already redone completely. Then we'll cut those seats out, open the deck up. That little 12 horsepower engine there, folks.
This ladder for insurance purposes.
1 second. Oh yeah. Hold on 1 second, Henry. You're being filmed.
Am I?
Let me come down. Let me get down first.
No, I can do it.
Okay. Oh, it's tight. Then you going around. So you can get that arm around there. Slowly but surely. Get that step on over there. Now you probably got it by now.
I got her now.
Take your time. Because even at my age, what we have here is our this is the drive shaft coming out here. But as I was telling you, from years of abuse, most likely electrolysis, because they did not have any protection, had screwed these threads up, if you notice.
Mm-hmm.
Now it will fit, and real quick I'll grab that prop from Henry and put that on there and show you what I mean, and let's see if we can get all the way up there. It doesn't matter. We're going to take the shaft that we got from Henry, and we're going to put that in here because everything that Henry has is identical to this boat. Hold on. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
So essentially what's going to happen is Henry's going to be looking for some more stuff at his shop. We'll be filming down there when we pick up that lawnmower with my brother-in-law. But everything that Henry has goes on this boat, folks. And it's just been a godsend that I ran into this guy and I happened to find his name on paperwork. There you go.
There you go. That's the big prop. There's a big question about whether that's going to work or not. It wouldn't work on my boat, but Ted has what's called a velvet drive, and it has a 2-to-1 reduction. So we're thinking that this prop turning slower, it won't slip the transmission. What's that notch down there, Ted?
That notch is where when I was being hauled, pulled, towed because the engine broke down, Coast Guard accidentally got the rope wrapped around me.
Oh, okay.
And did that. I'm getting ready to glass that in. And what you see, all these spots are what's called blisters that I've repaired, and I've got to sand them down before painting because this boat is getting 3 coats of primer from the bottom of the keel, to what's called the hull deck joint there. We'll get 3 primers. Then we're going to get 3 coats of bottom paint, black all the way to the bottom, 3 coats of gray hull paint to your joint. And there you have it, folks.
There you have it. What's the name of your channel again?
Project Sailfish. Project Sailfish.
Project.
And yes, please take a look at it because it's going to be
Project Sailfish.
And I'm going to pull some stuff out of the truck and get these things going here.
Alrighty.
All right. One more thing.
Well, that does it for Memphis Monday 392. Came over here to Ted's house. We found out the home for our boat.
Yep.
There's the boat in the background there. Let me see if I can zoom in. I'm out. There it is right there. So we now know where the boat lives. We know where the motor is. It's going to be going around the world soon.
It is.
And this is Ted and his channel that he's going to be
Sailfish.
Project Sailfish.
Yes, sir. And we are going to take that engine and go as far as we can with it.
There you go.
Sure. And there's more to this video going to happen too. I believe Henry's going to get a picture of it when we put it in there, and as long as it's all right with Henry, we'll probably follow up on these videos.
Sounds good.
All right.
Well, it does it for Memphis Monday 392. Today we found out the final resting place of our wooden boat and Atomic 4 engine that we put all that together. Then about a year and a half ago, I gave it away. Well, I kind of lost track of the people I gave it to, but then it got passed on again. And the guy called me, and you met him, Ted there. Ted is going to put that motor in that big sailboat we were walking around on. Then he hopes to sail the world and have a YouTube channel. He's going to call the YouTube channel the Project Sailfish, and that won't be coming along for a couple of months probably. So I can't put you a link to it yet, but he seems like he's got some enthusiasm and some ambition, so maybe he'll do the right things and get his channel going. All right, so this is kind of a special edition. Didn't do much woodworking, but we definitely took a look at an old project that we have many videos on. And so like and favorite and share and all the stuff do on the internet. Most important, make sure you're back here next week for another exciting Memphis Monday. Thanks for playing along.